Good afternoon, everyone from the Uzumlu traditional village of Fethiye. So we are here today with our colleague and friend Steve. Steve Parsley. Our
Pleasure.
audience probably remembers Steve from our previous videos. We done Fethiye
That's right.
and Kalkan together.
Yeah.
So it's great to have you again. So thank you for joining us. We are visiting Uzumlu this time within Fethiye. This particular traditional village of Uzumlu has a quite an interesting story, Steve. And perhaps since you now live here permanently, I guess you will be the best person to explain our audience what this Uzumlu about, please.
Yeah, of course. What I understand about Uzumlu is that, well, from its name, Uzumlu, I understand, means the place of the wine. And once you arrive in the village, it's quite easy to see why, because of course there are vineyards everywhere and everyone seems to have vines in their garden. In fact, a lot of people describe the village and this area as Turkish Tuscany. And with the village also enjoying its own wine festival in October, it's easy to see why, really.
Yes, of course. And also I think majority of the people who choose to live in Uzumlu, it is not so much the seaside effect, but it's more of a nature living, a semi-retirement type of living. I mean, hence we are in one of these most authentic places. This is a very nice, well-kept traditional coffee houses where, you know, the locals comes. In fact, we are right opposite the famous mosque here in Uzumlu, right in the heart of Uzumlu. So I guess this is what makes Uzumlu the traditional part of Fethiye.
Yeah, it's very much a village. Everything around Uzumlu feels authentic. It feels traditionally Turkish. The tourism, although there are elements of tourism here, it's not quite so obvious. It's quite not so as much in your face, if you like,
Yes.
as some of the other resorts. But this isn't a resort. This is a proper Turkish village, and that's what attracts people here, I think, because it does feel so authentically Turkish.
Yes.
As you say, there's the mosque, as every community has. But there are things like the tea rooms, like the shops, like the little alleyways and things that you can find that really are that speak to you of what Turkey must have felt like maybe you know, sort of 50, 60 years ago.
Of course, of
Yeah.
course.
Shop.
So all with beautiful traditional surroundings us. Important to have a Turkish tea, chai in this place as well. So yes. This is the local Friday market where locals bring their fresh organic products, and you know, when you look behind you with all these beautiful vegetables and fruits, and where you can buy them at almost low cost price, you can't get any better than that, can you?
Not
Steve?
really, no. We can find that we take home more or less a rucksack full of fresh fruit and vegetables for well, £4, something like that, which is
$5, yes.
yeah, which is obviously great value. But people who know Turkey from holidays will, of course, perhaps have been to a market. Fethiye's market is very popular with people who are on holiday. But this one feels a little bit more authentic. Yes, of course, you can buy all your fruit and vegetables, you can buy clothes, you can buy shoes, but there's not quite so much of an element of the genuine fake, and not so many quite cheeky little phrases being shouted at you.
Exactly, but you can't get any more organic than
No,
this. That's
no,
what I was
no,
trying
it's-
to say.
yeah.
I mean, you have your products, fresh vegetables produced in your own garden, and bring it to the markets here where locals enjoy, and then it's just a great. It's the beauty of it. So
It is, yeah. And as
Yeah.
you say, much
Yeah.
of this produce is grown in the area, in the valley. So
Yes.
it's obviously great value and very good for you.
Absolutely, yes. You can't get any more organic than this. Yes, absolutely. So let's have a little stroll. Yes. Uzumlu, this place that we are basically introducing to our audience, we are building a custom-built home for clients of ours. And first time they will be living in Uzumlu, a lovely couple from Belgium. And this particular construction that you see behind me, they actually started about 2 months ago. So all of what you see is all happened within 2 months' time. So probably within 3 months, you will see the entire shell. And then before Christmas, this property will be ready, basically. It's sitting on a 1,000 meter square land plot, and it's 3-story, 250 meter square living areas. It's going to be very nice traditional built home, and it will have the similar effects of those two houses behind.
Yeah.
So this is why Uzumlu itself, it does attract those nature lovers. And when they come here, it's total tranquility, and you are really away from the hustle and bustle. So I guess you are the man that already living this nature living, so it's no need for me to explain this to you anymore. Right?
Yeah, but I mean, obviously some people will choose to have a villa built for them, specifically bespoke just for their tastes. There are new villas here as well, many new villas that have been built over the last 12 months, 2 years, but there's also plenty of traditional Turkish homes available as well. Do you find that if you're looking at property in Uzumlu, there's a good choice?
There is a wide choice of property in Uzumlu, but I think what is the attraction, especially here in the year 2021, is sadly, because of the pandemic, the corona effect, a lot of Turkish people, they live in the large cities of Turkey, Istanbul, Ankara, Izmir, as well as the foreigners. They are escaping from the big crowds, and there's a huge demand towards nature living, huge demand towards detached homes, and as well as the buying a land plot to build a custom house like this. And this is of course made an impact on prices, where you could purchase a 4-bedroom home in, let's say, Uzumlu for a price of $200,000 with private pool, decent sized garden, and the very same property we're talking about no less than $300,000. It's just a pure supply and demand, and towards that particular market. But of course it's great for the market.